everyone. Welcome to another episode of Don't Be Afraid podcast. And I remain your host, Jamila Oiza Muhammad Jamu. And I have with me here Bella, the baby girl.
That's me. It's so good to be back on the podcast.
So
How are
good
you?
to have you here. I'm great. And we also have Mrs Yemisi and Mr. Mustafa, who is going to be translating for us today. I would also like to mention, please, if you hear some seconds rather, of silence, it is because Mr. Mustafa is, trying to translate to Mrs. Yemisi here. So, welcome, Mr. Mustafa. Welcome, Mrs. Yemisi.
Good afternoon, all.
Good afternoon, ma.
Welcome.
Thank you. Welcome. So, how are you, ma?
I'm fine, thanks.
It's good to have you here.
Same from me.
Okay. I would like to know, could you tell us a bit about yourself?
Thank you. I am Yemisi Olaitan Alabi, a postlingual deaf, meaning I acquired speech before deafness. I'm the women leader of Lagos State Association of the Deaf. Thank you.
Thank you. Wow. Very, I think. Okay, so you mentioned you acquired speech before deafness. Does it mean you were born without the ability to hear?
I wasn't born deaf.
Okay.
I became deaf later in life.
Okay.
To be precise, that was 1997.
Okay.
Married.
Married.
I was working as a secretary then with an airline company.
Okay.
I got sick due to antibiotics, maybe overusage of antibiotics, or I couldn't say. But later, the doctors told me it happened because of the medications they were giving me then. That nothing they could do. I asked if there is any operation to correct it. I said, no, nothing wrong with me. No infection. But due to that medication, that caused it. The only thing I can use is hearing aid. I tried it, but not the same. Every time I was having a headache, serious one, I had to abandon it. I accept my deafness. I move on.
Wow. I think it's important for us to establish, for anyone who's listening or watching right now, the essence of having Mrs. Yemisi on the podcast today.
Right.
The title of the podcast obviously is to an extent a bit explanatory. Don't be afraid. And I believe that some of the things that a number of people experience and some of the questions that they have, some of the things that make them curious, I believe Miss Yemisi is sort of representing today.
Yes,
you think about how deaf people use technology. You think about how they live, how they exist in the spaces that those of us who technology and people who can even hear exist. And you wonder, how are they able to get by? How are they able to navigate their way, whether it's on social media, whether it is with just doing stuff on their own and with people and having smartphones, staying in communication, etc. And that's sort of one of the things that we are going to try to achieve with this podcast. So don't be afraid. Some of those questions will be answered by Mrs. Yemisi.
Thank you for that question.
Thank you.
My people are very intelligent too. Very intelligent. We have doctors, lawyers, engineers, just name it.
Wow.
Every field, we have them there. Many of them are in America, UK. They are working there, earning their living in a legit way.
Wow.
About technology, many different apps.
Really?
On everyone's phone.
Wow.
WhatsApp, LinkedIn, Jabama, Zoom, Instagram, Twitter, just anything about technology now. We too, we are moving. We are moving with it. Also, understanding things with our interpreters. Oh, we are good to go. We have many of them who are competent, bridging the gap, that communication gap for us. We have them. Different levels. We have them with interpreters, our phone. Could you believe sometimes deaf got news before hearing? Sometimes. Many will be wondering, how do you come to know about this? Yes. How? So, I have my phone now. I'm not dumb. I can use my phone well. So no problems.
Wow. I mean, I'm stunned. Like,
that's impressive.
Way impressive.
Thank you.
How do you personally make use of technology on a day-to-day basis?
That I have Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, everything, Instagram, anything that I can see that should be useful for me. Speech to text, I have on my phone. Sometimes, if I'm in a meeting, no interpreter, I replace my phone. I will pick some things from there to make me understand whatever they are doing there. I have different other things. My phone is like mini business center to me. Word docs, different apps on my phone. I have everything there. That is helping me to do my work. Letters, every other things that I'm supposed to be spending money at the business center, I'm doing myself.
So do you think that your education has contributed to how you are able to use technology?
It helped in many ways. Though I'm not that educated, but with the little knowledge I have, it has been helping me a lot. I love anything computer. Anything. I love to explore many things. I don't accept defeat. You can't do this. You can't do that. I will try. On internet, anything I'm not used to, I will go to Google, search, jot things down, download it on my phone, read afterwards. It has been helping me a lot.
Wow. I mean, I'm astounded myself. But I also think about applications like Instagram, for instance, and YouTube, and maybe in the times when they did not have captions and when you would watch a video and not be able to hear what is in that video, did it affect how you were entertained? And do you think that it is, now that they have those captions, it is making it easier for deaf people to actually use those things and know what every other person knows?
Any video, like on YouTube now, or those American films, Yoruba films, we used to download it on our phone with captions on it. We are good to go. We understand everything. But any video without caption, it has no meaning to us. You just be watching, looking like a moron. But with captions, everything is easy. Truly, we have different level in our community. Some don't understand English well, but We have deaf English. We used to call it deaf English, just like pidgin English. Very, very interesting. The sweetest of all.
Wow.
Really. Sign language is sweet, but that deaf English, oh, I love it. Sometimes I use it myself. Very, very fun. If you read them with that deaf English, you forget about anything on your mind. We will have.
Can we have an example?
So
Right.
we are getting along with it. Now, if I want to ask you, have you been trained in hairdressing? Do you have certificates? You finish, learn training before certificate have, you can. Different things, funny things.
Looks quite interesting.
Funny things. Yeah. Very, very interesting. The sweetest of all. I love it. Just like pidgin English. That is our own deaf English.
Yes.
For some of us.
New
With
word.
big grammar. They will tell you, you, pen, I, me, no under you. You have education. Higher education. But myself, I can't understand you. So many things, very, very interesting, that we use to some of us that cannot understand proper English language. So we use that just to come down to their level.
I quite like the fact that I have learned a new word,
Devglish.
Devglish. I mean, I never knew it existed. So, I quite like the bits where you said you don't accept defeats. I mean, there are people who are not like hearing impaired, and then they're usually laid back on some things. They're not as curious to learn. But I'd actually like to ask, what are the things people without hearing impairments do that frustrates you or gets on your nerves?
I have many bad experiences from the hearing people. But because I grew up as hearing, I don't take it serious sometimes. But sometimes I'll be very hot with them. Like in one program, APC program, we were there with our women. In any program, deaf have to sit in front because of our interpreter. That day, we were there before those women. We sat in front. One woman came asking questions. Who are these? What are they doing? Yeah. Get up. We want to sit. I can read lips very well. She was speaking in Yoruba. I was so angry. Somebody answered her, those are the deaf people. They have to sit there. Who are there, the deaf people? That is not their place. They should move to the back. I confronted her. I was so hot. With Yoruba. Everybody there was surprised. My woman was just looking at me. What is happening? Yemisi, later, I will explain to you. So one woman there, one of the organizers, came to me. What happened? I explained to her. She begged on her behalf. Many other things. Like, when going out, before I ask you anything, I will tell you, please, I'm deaf. I'm not begging you for money. I want you to direct me. Some people will just, you look at me from up to down. I will feel so depressed. Anything like that will make me cry. We are all equal before God. Anything can happen anytime to anybody. I didn't expect it. It just happened that way. And I have to accept it as it is. I can kill myself. Many things that they are in our dream that is not so palatable to us. Abusing, discrimination, everything like that. Just too much, too much for us to bear.
How important do you think it is for people to know how to use the sign language?
With deaf, sign language is very, very important. Without sign language, how will I understand all the things you have been asking me since? Without interpreter, how do you want me to understand you? I will just be looking at you, reading your lips, opening my eyes wide, just to get all what we are saying. But with sign language, I'm equal. My interpreter beside me to bridge the communication gap. I'm good to go anytime, any day, anywhere. And sign language is very, very sweet, very, very interesting to learn. This is September, International Sign Language Month. This is the awareness month of sign language. So, very, very important to learn it. Many hearing, I used to advise them, please, learn sign language. Learn sign language. It is very, very important for hearing people to know it. I will be so much happy any day I read about it that they have incorporated it into school curriculum. Really, that will be my day of joy to learn that. Very, very important to know sign language. Sign along with us. Sign language unite us. That is this year's theme. Sign language unite us.
So, at what point did you learn sign language? Was it before the incident or after?
How long did it take?
How long did it take?
No, I didn't know anything about sign language. Even deaf people, the only thing I know about them, begging. So when I became deaf, I was depressed. I was like, God, why me? Why me? I couldn't walk again. Secretary, with phone call, how would I manage? My family will be telling me, you are not deaf. Don't bother yourself. Don't think about it. You are not deaf. I'm not deaf. Can I hear you? Okay, I'm deaf. Let me look for people. No, don't worry. You don't need to go to deaf school. Okay. Later, I met someone at a Bariga market. She has a big shop there selling baking things. The aroma of her chin took me to her shop. When I got there, I met many people there buying things from her. But the way she was answering them, I suspected this is deaf. So after everybody left, I sat. I told her to give me pen and paper. I need to write something for her. So I explained to her, I'm deaf also, but I don't have any knowledge about sign language. She was surprised. What happened? I explained to her. So the following day, she brought 2 books for me. From there, I started learning gradually. It took me many years before I joined deaf community. I became deaf in 1997. I joined deaf community 2017.
Wow.
So, but before then, I've met many. So from there, I changed. That changed my perception about deaf people begging on the streets, teachers, lecturers, doctors. So I decided to join the community successfully. So from there, I started learning more about sign language. So no regrets today. I thank God for that.
Do you think, or what do you think the government or possibly individual bodies can do to, ease the life of people that are impaired? Like, to help make life better and easier for them.
Thank you. Lagos State government, they are trying in that area. Right from Governor Raji Fashola, Governor Ambode, Sanwo-Olu, they are really trying. They are trying for us. Not only deaf, disabled community in general. Those that acquire the NCE certificate, they are giving them jobs. Many deaf are teachers in Lagos State. Many deaf have learned one trade or another through government projects, and some NGOs too. They are there to support us. Some will give us soft loans for our people to start something on their own, but yet we still need more help to come. We have many of our people that have certificates. Some graduates from different universities, but no job for them. Our women that learn one trade or another, some no equipment for them to start. Some traders, no capital for them to start. Things are on the other side now. Yeah. So we still need help. Government alone can't do it. We need individuals, organizations that can come to our aid. We so much appreciate anyone that can render helps, no matter how little, no matter how small. We so much appreciate those people.
So I want to ask before we go, you did say that you need your interpreter almost everywhere that you go. How sustainable is that for people who may be working in places where, they can't exactly have an extra hand? How can they communicate in those kinds of spaces?
In working
environments, yes.
In Nigeria, generally, we don't have that type of plans for deaf workers. So many prefer to read lips. They write it for them. Any task they have to carry out. Like we have many of our deaf people at Alabusa working there. So their boss, they know them well. Like that, and like Lasoda office now. That is the body of all disabled in Lagos State. We have disability office, Lasoda, at Alabusa there. They have interpreter there. So in any government program, interpreter, we go there. But at the working place, no interpreter to interpret for them. They used to write things for them.
What if somebody creates an
app
that can be an interpreter, mobile interpreter? Do you think that's possible?
I don't know. That speech to test
for now
is not working fine. It's not working fine.
What needs to be done?
Just to pick some things, and not everybody can understand, can use it.
Yeah.
So if there is any app that can do that interpreter work,
probably like in different indigenous languages, Yoruba, Hausa.
Of those interpreters, the way they are treating us at times, not fine. Money first. Money first. You have any family program, you must go there with interpreter. You can't just be there sitting down and shaking our heads. If they ask them to stand up, we stand up. Sit down, we sit down, without understanding anything. So we have to
pay an interpreter.
And some interpreters, they can't keep secrets. Anything they learned about you, they will spread it. Gossiping about it. If there is any app that can take that space
and keep your secrets.
Exactly.
I will love it. I will love it. That can work perfect like interpreter. It will have a long way to go in helping us.
Sorry, just one more question. You said that you really love computers and you love to explore them. If you were not deaf, do you think that you would have been able to take your love for computers in a different direction and be something else?
No, I started that before I became deaf. Yes.
Nice.
I'm computer literate. I started with Lagos City Computer College.
Wow.
But later, I left. I don't like programming and such. Anything practical, just give me as a secretary. So I left Lagos City Computer College to another one at Fadeyi area. So I got my certificate from there. Started using it.
Wow.
I love right from anything challenge. Even before I finished my schooling, my brother had computer just to play games. So I've been used to it right from
time.
that.
Great.
Not now. Not when I became deaf.
So it's safe to say that knowledge really has helped her in adapting to technology on her smartphone.
On her smartphones,
and mobile. Great.
Thank you.
It has been a really interesting session, and
Insightful.
and I don't even know what I feel anymore, but I feel a lot, really. I feel like I want to do better out there, and I have this sudden urge to want to learn and be of assistance to people that's in that space. You get. Anyways.
And I think it starts with learning the sign language. Really, I think I know A to Z of the sign language. I think it goes like A, B, C, D, E, F,
A,
B,
C, D, E.
Okay, so it closes
F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y,
Z. Interesting.
Whoosh. That's the first time, and then you can start coining words
from
and
there.
all of those things, little by little.
From there, yes. I can teach you well.
Is it free?
Well, if you want to learn, if you are ready to learn, free.
Sure. Thank you. Lovely.
You have your sign language name.
There's a sign language name?
My own sign language name is Yemisi. That is why.
Okay.
Oh, why?
Yemisi. Because in deaf community, if you want to ask for somebody, you have to spell it. It's taking too long.
Yeah.
If you take too much time, just his own Mustafa. My own Yemisi. Like you now. Bella. This is P. You choose anywhere you want on your body. Bella, sorry. Bella. You choose anywhere you want on your body. Bella. Bella. Bella.
What about Jamila?
Bella. Anywhere you want.
What about Jamila?
Bella. Jamila. That is J.
Yes, J.
Anywhere in your body.
That's
Place your
very.
you want to use both your first name and last name.
Someone who came from a royal
Okay, yeah.
family
okay.
must use like this.
Yes. That is king.
Okay, signify.
King.
This is king.
I'm actually a princess,
Queen.
so that works.
Princess. Princess. Queen.
Princess, queen.
Queen. So if you want that royal sign.
Nobody talks to me anyhow. I am Bella.
Respect.
Bella. Royal sign.
That's beautiful.
How did
Yeah,
you
Mr. Mustafa,
learn?
it's come to you now. Yeah.
Okay. In 2014, I don't have any experience of deaf community,
Okay.
but one of my uncle,
Yeah, can speak to the mic, please.
one of my uncle, he live at Osun State. He introduced that to me that I should go there to learn such things with my younger brother. That my younger brother learned XVI, but he can also communicate through sign language because some area we have some blind and deaf together. They can't hear and they can't see. They can't hear and they can't see. Through that, my brother learned both sign and braille.
Braille, yeah.
But I personally learned sign language. But there was a girl in that time. Her parent is from Abuja. She's from Nasarawa State. She, whenever she want to talk, when
So you can continue.
Whenever she want to speak with her parents in FC, she contact me through WhatsApp message. Then I will meet her in the school hostel. Help her. By writing later, she stopped to write on paper. Then trying to learn some words that time. A, B, C to Z. Later, the little alphabet. AS, as, some IT, EAT, some little words. From then, I join it together and learn it perfectly then.
Well done. Well done. So is there anything that you would like to see differently, Mrs. Yemisi? Anything that you would like to see differently being done from people to family members to colleagues, just everyone in general for deaf people?
Truly, many things are happening that we like to see some different in it. Like parents of deaf child. Some are still hiding their children at home. Some we want their deaf children. I don't want to see you using sign language outside when you are with me. What is the meaning of you waving your fingers? For what? Stop it. Whenever we have visitors or we are in family place, don't use it. And many people outside also, they will not even give us chance to voice out. We still need much awareness on that for them to accept deaf people. We are humans. We are not animals. No one plan for that. Myself, I didn't plan for it. It just happened. Accepted. No problems. We move. So we need more awareness. We need to create more awareness everywhere. Not just sitting down in a hall and discussing about it. We need to take it to their doorsteps. Let them know. We too, we are women. We can do everything except hearing. We are earning our living in a legit way. We are not crooks. I would like to see difference in that in that area. Our hospitals, banks, every organizations. The experience I had some time ago in a hospital, general hospital. I stopped going to hospitals. I stopped. It was bitter experience. I got home. I cried for many days. So if government and NGOs or organizations can help create more awareness to people, like in hospitals, simple sign language. We have people that can teach them. police stations,
In the banks.
same thing. Many people are molesting our deaf and our women in deaf community. When they get to police station, honestly, if you are what they be asking, oh, you pity us, policemen. So banks, same thing.
Yes, please.
All these grocery boards can be placed with different simple sign language on them. Can be placed in strategic places, motor parks, everywhere.
I was actually going to ask about that. How do you navigate your way at the bus stops? But I mean, Mr. Mustafa wanted to say something.
Mr. Mustafa.
Bus. I prefer to go to garage to enter bus because they have different units there. I know this one is going to my area. This one is going to this. This one is going to that. Many times, if I can't make it to garage on the road, I will ask someone, please, I'm deaf. I'm not begging you for money. I'm going to so place. Please, if you hear any bus going to that area, tap me. If I used to meet a policeman, I will move next to them, explain myself to them. They will help me. Some, stay there.
We can't talk about it
But
enough.
if we have that sign language, that board, that glossary board everywhere, deaf, we know where this one is going. They'll be able to differentiate. And also BRT is helping. BRT buses, they are helping us free. If you have your card, that's identity card, association identity card, you show them.
We have to go now.
Yeah, we really do have to go. I think governmental bodies they're doing well, but they also need to do better. Private bodies too needs to do better.
Individuals.
We all need to do individually. We all need to do better, and I'll just have to say, really, in everything that we pass through, that comes to us, that we encounter, don't be afraid. Don't give up. Don't give up. If you give up, now you f up. You move. Anyways, we really hope you enjoyed this session. Don't forget to drop your comments in the comment section, like and follow us on our social media pages. And I still remain your host, Jamila Oiza Muhammad Jamiu. Bye-bye.
Bye.